Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to Circuits FM. I'm your host. Let's see here. We're going to let me change this up a little bit. Let me do this. Kind of just getting started. So, all right. Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week. And I'm going to do this as well. One more second. We are getting off. That's fine. All right. You're having a wonderful week. Let's see here. I'm going to jump right into, because I want to get into the music tonight. Let's see here. Where am I at in my notes? I have my official notes. So I'm good to go now. Let's see here. A little house cleaning before we start. First, Circuits FM Live airs at 8 p.m. Central almost every Friday until the new year. The week of Thanksgiving, Circuits FM Live will take place earlier in the week. Well, it's not going to take place earlier in the week. I think I wrote this a couple of weeks ago and I did not update it. So next week, it's going to be Circuits FM exclusives, which I just started this past week. And so that's going to be for channel members. It is a live stream. It's public. Anybody can watch it. But it's just going to be for the chat itself is for channel members. And then once the video is finished, and it'll go behind the paywall, it will become a channel members only video. I did that last week for the first time. Let's see here. In addition, I just said this, 8 p.m. every Friday here on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Finally, a special thank you to my channel members on YouTube. I appreciate your continued support. If you are interested in supporting my work, you can become a channel member over on YouTube. So head over to Circuits FM YouTube channel and smash the join button, which is next to the channel name and PFP. I am going to, that was probably my roughest intro yet. So there are actually a couple people in the room I see watching over on YouTube or Rumble. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a channel membership give out. I'm going to do a channel member. What did I call it on my notes? This is like a really rough start to the show. This is not going to sound good on review or in replay. Channel membership. I'm going to give out a free channel membership now. It'll be good for a month. So you'll have access to Cassette Rebels, which is tier 1. But it's on me for a month. So there you go. Which means you'll be able to come hang out with us on Monday. So let me do that right now. Let me do that live. Do that live for you. All right. Getting ready to do this. So if you're in the audience of YouTube, you're getting ready to get a free membership for a month. All right. There we go. There, I just bought one. And you should see it here in about 2 seconds. Let's see who got it. Who got it? Somebody got it. Somebody got gifted. Eric 3783. Let me see. I'm going to put this up here. Eric 3783, congratulations, you just received a membership gift at level Cassette Rebel. Cassette Rebel, say that 10 times fast. So you, my friend, are now a part of the CircuitsFM family. Please join us on Monday for the CircuitsFM exclusive. By the way, anybody can come and watch. So, but I got to do something extra for the channel members, and so that's the way it goes. But again, I appreciate your viewership. We are going to now jump into, well, I suppose I should tell you the important part, and that is the album for the evening is Spectral Circuits, Phrygian Synthwave. So this is one of the probably the first dark synthwave album I created about 4 months ago. I broke it up into 7 parts. So each part's between about 10 and 13 minutes. So a little shorter this time. It's a longer album. It's about 120. It's about an hour and 24 minutes. I almost said 124 minutes. So hour and 24 minutes. And then at the end of the show, like I always do, I'll take you out. I have a demo for you of some new stuff I'm working on. It's not necessarily what I'm going to publish per se in a future album, but probably some of that music's gonna end up becoming an album at some point, probably sooner than later. So anyway, I'll stay tuned for that. In addition, here I'm going to, I see Kim Tinkin audience. Welcome, Kim. CircuitsFM, a #1 fan, as designated. So it's good to see you. And we are going to jump into it. So I will see you. Well, this is about 12 minutes and 38 seconds. So I will see you in less than 13 minutes. Enjoy the tunes. There we go. It's switched over. That was a tad long at the end there. I will fix that in post. Well, welcome back, everyone. I see some people joined us. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's see here. I'm going to jump into some chats. By the way, that was part one of Phrygian Synthwave, Spectral Circuits. I created that. I was one of my first dark synthwave albums, so I really enjoy that style, and you're going to be hearing more of that style in the months to come. And you might see some rearranging of things. Well, not the schedule. Schedule is going to remain the same. So on Mondays, CircuitsFM exclusives. On Wednesdays, CircuitsFM premieres, and then on Fridays, CircuitsFM live. But I will not be. There will be no CircuitsFM live next week, just because of the holiday. I will be next Monday. Be the same thing, CircuitsFM exclusives, and then I'm going to move CircuitsFM premieres to Tuesday instead of Wednesday, because there's a good chance I'm going to be traveling Wednesday night. I'm going to be driving, and because if I left, I'd have to leave pretty early in the morning, so my drive's about a 5-hour drive. I'd have to leave pretty early in the morning to get to my destination, and there's breakfast waiting for me Thursday morning, so I'm probably going to take off Wednesday night. So change the schedule next week, and then because I'm going to be gone all weekend as well, so I'm not going to be moving CircuitsFM live to the weekend. Then we'll continue on the following week, same thing, CircuitsFM exclusives on Monday, and then on Wednesday CircuitsFM premieres, and then on Friday CircuitsFM live. And I did look at the schedule for Christmas. It looks like Christmas is happening later in the week, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I am still going to get here to the chats here in a minute here. Anyway, it's probably going to be no CircuitsFM live that week either, because I'm going to be out of town again. But I'm going to be doing, I think the first is the 31st a Wednesday. December 31st is a Wednesday. So I may end up moving CircuitsFM live to Wednesday. Might do Wednesday night. So I'll do a premiere on Tuesday. I will do live on Wednesday, and I'll do another live on Friday to start the new year. So I think that's going to be the schedule right now, if I remember from what I was looking at earlier. Joy, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight over on YouTube. There's quite a few people over on YouTube. Cece, here we go. Cheers. Let's see here. Oh, just a reminder, don't forget to, if you're over on YouTube, mouse clicky hearts. Mouse clicky hearts. It's right next to the chat bubble. Kim says it's pretty good considering work is a somber place right now. Yeah, I feel that. Same for me. Some things are changing at work. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to play out, but we shall see. It's not going to affect CircuitsFM. Not going to do that. By the way, I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So just to kind of build out circuits if you want some inside baseball. So there's music happening on the outside, on your side, but there's some other stuff happening behind closed doors that I'm working on. Joy says, crazy busy week, loving the tunes to beam me into a relaxing evening. Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's always like these. I always relax with these. Chuck, I hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you for that. Doing my rounds for you, Doc. I appreciate it. Yeah, I need to get to that too. Share this out to some of the communities. By the way, I broke this album up into 7 parts, so the parts are going to be shorter tonight. Instead of 20, 25, 30 minutes, it's going to go about 10, 12 minutes. And then I have something for you at the end, which is actually the longest piece of the night. It goes about 17 minutes. And so it's nothing you've heard yet. It's going to be, think of it as a demo. So let's see here. I did this earlier. Join us for Circuits FM every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. That's where you are at now if you are new to this stream. Let's see. You, sir. Mike, good to see you. You're doing well. I got to start jumping into your Friday, your Thursdays more in chit chat. I have some thoughts on the whole Udio Suno thing. I don't know. Maybe we could just talk about it behind in the DMs. I have my own thoughts on what's going on there. Chuck, no, we shall not complain. We shall just endeavor to move forward. Let's see. I'm going to a couple more here. Chill week next week will be busy. Busy for the holiday. Yeah, it's going to be really busy. Family, kids, all that stuff. Good to see you, brother. Boom. Boom. Oh, yeah, this one. I want to say this one. All right. So I probably... I get whenever I see the word feast, I always think of the Wraith on Stargate Atlantis. We shall feast. I don't know. I'm just a sci-fi nerd. I like Stargate. I like Star Trek. I like Star Wars. I like it all pretty much. There's nothing I really don't like too much. So, and am I happy about the new show? So they're going to be creating a new show on Amazon. Well, Joseph Malozzi is one of the OGs, writers, producers on the show. He and I are connected on X. And he was actually he was one of the first large accounts, if not the first large account to follow me. I think I had 120 followers on X or something like that. And Malozzi started following me. I don't know exactly why. I'd have to ask him. Anyway, we've interacted a few times. He's a great guy as far as I'm concerned. And so he's going to be involved in the show. I think he's going to be a co-runner, if I remember correctly what the article said. Co-showrunner, I think. He's going to be heavily involved in the show. I know that. Probably writing, producing, all that. So that's what gives me hope for the show. As far as I know, a lot of the OGs are going to be involved, and it's not going to be completely new. I mean, it's supposed to be a new show, but it's set in the same universe. All the other shows are still connected. Obviously, we have this big gap with Stargate Universe at the end. Great show. It's probably become my favorite one, but I don't know how they're going to address that. Anyway, that's enough sci-fi nerd stuff for a while. I could go on for that for a couple hours, but what do I think about that? Anyway, that's what Feast. We shall feast. The Wraith. Now, if you've never seen Stargate Atlantis, I highly recommend it. Let's see. Mike says switched over to YouTube so I can blast it on my TV. Sweet. Very cool. By the way, it's very possible in the next week you will be able to start listening to Circuits FM. Will be well, you can listen to it on premium anyway, but there will actually be a channel there on premium as far as I understand it. So I will know in the next few days. It's going to happen at some point, but it just depends on the process and how long it takes and stuff. But it is in that I'm in the works right now. Can end up being on iTunes and Spotify, so I'm working towards that at the moment. He also says hi, Aries in the house. There he is. There she is. And let's say that again. If you hear from me anytime, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna do these two more. I'm gonna these two more posts, and then we'll get to the part 2 of the album. CC says hello, Sir Disky Bum Dad. And then Mike says, if you have time tomorrow night, pop into Sonic Boom Radio Show. Yeah, so you can listen to Sonic Boom Radio Show over on X in the Sonic Boom community. I believe it starts at 8 or 8:30 Central. Or is it 9? I know it's about that time. So, Mike, if you throw up another post with the time, and I'll throw it up on the board while the music is playing. So, by the way, CircuitsFM Live isn't going anywhere, but it might be changing just a little bit. Maybe quite a bit. Depends on how you look at it. But there's going to be some new things coming in the new year. I got some feedback from a fellow YouTuber who likes what I'm doing. We talk a lot, very supportive of each other. And he provided me with some feedback. And I took it to heart because he's also another successful YouTuber. And so there might be some things changing with CircuitsFM Live. Again, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be the same time, 8 p.m. Central Time. But I'm just going to leave it there. But I'm excited for what's possible and how that's going to work out. And so there will be more details as we get closer to that. I'm going to post this up. 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, I thought it was around that time. So yeah, 8:30 Central Time, Sonic Boom Radio Show over on X in the Sonic Boom community. Let me get NW up here. Hello, sir. I hope you're doing well. Bad BA. Well, I'm on YouTube, so I don't. There's probably kids listening to this, though. Maybe. So I don't want to say that. We'll say BA. It's very BA. It's very BA. That video you put out is very BA. Very BA. We'll say that. All right. This next part 2 of Phrygian Synthwave. I know it's kind of esoteric. It's very music person-y thing type of. I had a commenter say that one time. So that's a bit esoteric. It's like, yes, it is. Actually, you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is esoteric a little bit. All right. Part 2. It's about 11 minutes and 46 seconds. So I will see you in under 12 minutes. The CircuitsFM Live. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. That was part 2 of Phrygian Synthwave, which is one of my original albums. Boy, that headset over there is very loud over on the other desk. I go over there and I wear that one because I have other computers in another part of the room. I have 4 monitors in front of me. I can't fit 5 or 6. Well, I guess I could. I could make it happen if I wanted to. Anyway, yes. Mouse clicky hearts. I appreciate it. Mouse clicky hearts. Thank you very much. Let me see. Get to some chats here. Let's see. Where am I at? I know I apologize. I got a little behind on my chats during part 2 there. I'm trying to do something. Trying to spin something up. And I will let you know in the next break what that is. But you might have a good idea of what that is. If I say I was trying to do something, I was trying to schedule something, and I couldn't do it through my phone, through a certain app. I won't say exactly what app it is. Let's say I was trying to schedule something through one of the apps on my phone. Well, not surprisingly, I couldn't do it because like half the stuff was missing. So I had to delete the app and then reinstall it. I feel like every single time I want to do something, like if I don't touch the app for like a day, I have to do that for some strange reason. So I'm not saying, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Maybe I don't want to go down that road right now, but yeah. Anyway, I did that. All right. So 8:30 tomorrow, just a reminder, Mike's Sonic Boom Radio show. Let's see. Let's get into some of these chats so we can get into part 3. Mike also says NW Patriot in the house. Let's see. NW says technical difficulties. Mike, thanks. Time for a new laptop. Yeah, I just went through that a couple years ago. Oh yeah, I see we have more people over in the chat on YouTube. By the way, I do have a live chat going on YouTube right now. So if you'd like to head over there, if you want to head over to, okay. I didn't share this earlier. My fault. My bad. So we are live across three platforms right now: YouTube, Rumble, and X. And on X, I am streaming through 2 accounts right now at Engineer IDE and through Real Circuits FM at Real Circuits FM. So you can join us in any of those chats. The chat over on Engineer IDE is going pretty good right now, and so is the chat over on YouTube. So I appreciate that. And I'm seeing a lot of mouse clicky hearts going on over there as well. So I appreciate all of you. Let's see here. Chuck says that has creeped up on me a few times. That nod is a real thing. So I am out of the loop on that one. I'm going to have to go back and read your comments on that one. Like I said, I was preoccupied. By the way, shows you the design of that app, how well it's designed if it took me literally 10 minutes to try to do something. Salami Bacon Shadow, welcome. Hey, by the way, you have a premiere tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube, don't you? At Shadow Governor FM. So check that out. I believe that's going to be your 4th premiere. 4th album drop. Chuck says, really enjoyed the last track. You are really a robot sent from the future to make sense. There can be no other explanation. Well, there might be an alternative explanation, but that's the explanation I'm going to use from now on. I'm a robot sent from the future to make Synthwave. I mean, Willie, Mr. Willie, senior Circuits FM or senior mod of Circuits FM over on YouTube. He named me the Circuit Master, and I just ran with it. I love that nickname. So yeah, I'm the circuit master. I'm a robot sent from the future. The story is just building itself. The story is just writing itself, I should say. Time to rain hearts. Yeah, that's right. Time to rain hearts. Robots in the future. That's great. Salami bacon. Gov. That's right. Let's see. There might be some inside jokes going on. That's possible. Shadow says, Hot Shock, yes, a heart rain. Do you see the heart button at the bottom right corner? Yes, the mouse clicky hearts button is right next to the chat bubble. So if you're insert a chat in the bubble there, where you can insert emojis, it's possible they may have a $ there for channel support. That's possible for like super chats and stuff like that. And then there's one for a poll. I will put up a poll right now, and I will say, do you know what mouse clicky hearts? Clicky, it's not clicky, that's not two L's. That's not spelled correctly. It clearly spelled that wrong. Clicky, not clickly. Apparently I can't spell. Clicky hearts. What are clicky hearts? Do you know what the mouse clicky hearts button? Do you know where? Well, I could say, do you know what the mouse clicky hearts button is? Or I could say, do you know where? Do you know what because I didn't put there we go. Apparently I can't write. Really, I need to learn how to write. And then, do you know what the mouse clicky heart button is? Then I could put a yes, not a Z, a yes for the first one, and then a no for the second one. The poll is deployed on YouTube. Do you know what the mouse clicky hearts button is? There we go. See, we already got people voting. People are voting for the mouse clicky hearts button. There we go. 3 votes so far. Sweet. All right. I will throw up another poll here in a little bit. So if you know what it is, then you probably should know where it is. So I'll throw that poll up here in a little bit. Again, it's great to be here with you. I will throw more of these chats up on the board here as we get going. I'm going to jump into part 3 of Phrygian Synthwave. So this is more dark Synthwave for you. By the way, I broke this album up into 7 parts. So we have a few more breaks, each part ranging from about 10 to 14 minutes. I think I said 11 to 13 minutes earlier, but really it's more 10 to 14. And then, of course, at the end, I have some demo music for you to go out, stuff I've never published before. So that will be for you at the end. And I will be throwing out another channel membership gift here in a couple or in a few. Is it next break? It's the next break or the following break after that. Anyway, I'll let you know where it's at. It's great to be here with you. This is CircuitsFM Live. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so it is intermission 3. So I'm going to be giving out a channel membership gift here in a couple minutes. By the way, that's good for 1 month. So I'll be doing that here in a second. So I spent another 10 minutes on this particular app. By the way, everyone knows what app I'm talking about, right? I mean, everyone on X, everyone on YouTube, everyone knows what app I'm talking about. I can't, it's not letting me do what I want to do. So I jumped on the computer I'm currently on. I ended up scheduling 2 of them. And they still don't show up on my timeline. So I have no idea if that's going to happen or not. I have no clue. Anyway, something will be starting. Let's say there'll be a post show after the show, the radio show, so to speak. If you see that on my timeline, let me know, because I don't see it on my timeline, and I'm the one who created it. And I do not want to spend my radio show talking about engineering and testing and stuff like that. I just don't. I'll probably, maybe I'll jump on my soapbox on the post show. I'll do it then. Yeah, let me jump into some. Do you know the Sunflower Gremlin? Yes, you do. Yes, we do, Willie. By the way, that's senior mod, CircuitsFM. So he can boot anybody from the chat. He has the power. He has Palpatine power. I gave him Palpatine power. Ultimate power. Imagine having a 7,000 demigod and an unstoppable robot from the future as homies. That's a good point, huh? That's robot from the future. 7,000. Oh, by the way, did you hear there's going to be a 4th mummy? There's going to be a 4th mummy, and the man himself is coming back for it. So I don't know how what's going to happen there, but yeah. Apparently, Brandon Fraser is going to be in the 4th one. So I'll go see it just because he's in it. I liked the mummies, the mummy movies, both of them. They were a lot of fun. They're just fun movies. Oh, let's see here. Chuck says one of these days, Willie, that is going to become an ongoing meme. Pictures of Shadow Gov passed out drunk on the sunflower seeds roof. Yeah. Yeah, probably. That's happening. Senior mod, CircuitsFM, the Circuit Master. That's right. The Circuit Master is a robot from the future who has infinite synthwave songs. I think that's the way it goes. Willie holds the Guinness Book of World Record for longest post in a CircuitsFM live chat. Gremlin was 7,777 years old and 11 days when he discovered mouse clicks hearts, and he can chat on a live X stream from his phone and celebrate with chicken. That's right. Let's see here. Lethal Bow Hunter, great to see you, brother. Yeah. By the way, I'm streaming through Restream right now. That's who I'll be using for the foreseeable future. It's possible I can move over to something different that may happen. But I can also put in a ticket. So I can let the devs know at Restream, say, hey, these emojis aren't showing up, just an FYI. I know they are working on, because I'll jump into their stream sometimes when they're talking about some of the new stuff that they're going to be deploying through Restream. And so I know they're working on some stuff. So like they're working on displaying super chat. So if anybody was to put a super chat right now over on YouTube for $2, $5, $10, something like that, it would show up just as a regular chat. It wouldn't show up as a super chat. And so I know they're working on that. And so we'll see how far they get in the next few months. CNW says, don't forget the banana and pumpkin seeds. That's right. Don't forget that. Let's see here. See, Willie says, if I see any mischievous gremlins. That's right. Blindfold Poet. Jill, how are you doing? Nice PFP, by the way. It's another nice PFP. Mike says, Ski Bum Dad says, happy Friday night. Happy Friday night, sir. Let's see. I'm going to jump into this. We have a lot of comments. I'm going to jump. So what I'm going to do right now, so I'm going to toss out the second membership gifting for the night. By the way, this is good for 1 month for Cassette Rebel. So you will have access to the channel member chat next Monday during CircuitsFM exclusives. Let me do that right now. So just give me a second here. 3, 2, 1. And you should see that here in just a few seconds. It has been announced in live chat. And Willie. Congratulations, Willie. Sweet. Willie. Congratulations, brother. Senior mod of CircuitsFM. That is good for 1 month, sir. Welcome. Though that does put a damper on my experiment for Monday. So now it's in the hands of Ari. Yes, he does, Chuck. Yes, he does. He has access already because he has a mod. Yes, I discovered that last week. So yes, he does have access. That's a good point. So now he has double access. So, all right, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, I'll have another one here towards the end of the show. So another third one as well. So congratulations to Willie. This is going to be part 4 now. What do you say? Oh, sorry. No, don't be sorry. I'll throw more. There are more coming. Well, there won't be any next week because I won't be here next week, but the week after that. By the way, oh yeah, for some of you who came in fashionably late, maybe I should, they had other things to do. There'll be no CircuitsFM live next week, and then in addition to that, I'm moving CircuitsFM premiere from Wednesday to Tuesday night. CircuitsFM exclusives will be Monday night. That's not going to change over the holiday seasons. Reason being, I might be traveling Wednesday. It's a good chance I'll be traveling on Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon or something like that, up to see my pops and family and all that good stuff. So that's the reason why there'll be no CircuitsFM live next week, and I will be out of town pretty much all weekend. I'll probably be getting back like Sunday morning or something like that. So there you go. But there'll be a few more before the end of the year. Plus, I was going to do a CircuitsFM live on New Year's anyway, and then Senior Mike gave me the idea of doing a CircuitsFM live NYE New Year's Eve. So we'll probably promote it as such. Okay, this is going to be part 4 of Phrygian Synthwave. I will see you in about 12 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That was part five. Part five is next. That was part four of Phrygian Synthwave, which was my first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could count that as my first dark synthwave album. I mean, there was a touch of it here and there in other albums, but this is really like my first dark synthwave album, and you'll be hearing more stuff like this over the next few weeks, actually. So let's see here. We'll jump into the chat. By the way, I did post. So apparently I had to, let's see here, make sure I get this up so we all know Willie has a 14-page chat coming soon. So I had to, after I scheduled the thing, finally got that figured out, even though I used to do that all the time, there was an additional step I had to take in order to post it. So if you go to my timeline, there is a post there as well. Mike, thank you again for joining us this evening. I see you over in the YouTube chat. I also saw that you got a jet. So, hey, man, thanks again for spending some of your time this evening with us. And I will see you on the flip side. I'll stop by tomorrow night and say hello to you as well. Let's see here. Chuck says, congrats, Slick Willie. The piece of cheese. Chuck also says, keys and tunes. Keys and tunes. Synthwave Steve. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Great to have you on board, by the way. Ski Bum Dad. Got a jet, you legends. Thanks for rocking my Friday night. Catch y'all all in the feed. Yeah, back at you, brother. And he also says, Doc rocks. Thank you, sir. Dirk and Tara, it's good to see you in the chat again. Hope you're doing well. Wave back at you. Right back at you. And then Ski Bum Dad says heart flurries. Yes, mouse clicky hearts. By the way, I closed out the previous poll. Do you know what the mouse clicky hearts button is? And I put in there, do you know where the mouse clicky hearts button is? So, yeah, there's another poll up. So far, nobody said no, but it is 50-50, 4 votes for yes, that you do know where the mouse clicky hearts button is, which is to the right of the chat bubble over on YouTube. And then 4 people also said Tom Cruise, what GIF? So it's a tie between Tom Cruise and yes. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple rounds. I'm going to leave that one up for a little bit as well. Let's see, CC, YouTube symbol, yes. And Dark and Tar put up a red heart shape. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. So the next part is part 5 of Phrygian Synthwave. This one goes about 12 minutes. And again, I broke this up into 7 parts. It's a little shorter than what I've been doing. Usually I do, 20, 25, 30-minute pieces. But I broke it up a little bit more just because we're mainly focusing on this album tonight. In addition, it gives me a little bit more time with you as well. And of course, just a reminder, there won't be any CircuitsFM Live next Friday. I will be off for the break. CircuitsFM premiere will be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And then, of course, CircuitsFM exclusives will be on Monday. By the way, anybody can watch it. The chat is for channel members, but anybody can watch it. So please join us for that. And then, of course, the following week, everything will be back to normal again. So we, of course, are winding down the year. A few things are going to change for CircuitsFM over the next couple of months. but it's not going to be, those aren't going to be bad changes. They're actually going to be good changes. And like I said earlier in the show, CircuitsFM Live is going to be changing a tad as well. But it'll be good for everyone. It's a positive change. And I'm looking forward to it. So we are going to jump into part 5 of Phrygian Synthwave. And then then after that, we'll chat a little bit more. So I will see you in about 12 minutes. This is CircuitsFM Live. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed part 5 of Phrygian Synthwave. We have 2 more parts. Excuse me, I broke this album up into 7 parts, so we still have part 6 and part 7. And then, of course, we have the final, calling it a demo, because it's something that I'm in the middle of creating. So it's not finalized yet, but it's a couple tracks from what you will see. And the art doesn't necessarily, the art's not necessarily the art I'm going to use. So that's why I'm calling it a demo, but it's something extra for you. So we will get to that here in a little bit. I'm going to jump into some chats real quick. Let's see. Willie says, Turkey, Target, headset. Yes, that's all you need. NW says, get that buck yet, Willie. Yeah, Willie's a hunter. Streaming in 4 places. Engineer on X, CircuitsFM on X, CircuitsFM YouTube, CircuitsFM on Rumble. Talk to text. Talk to text. Willie also says, will not speak of this buck. Yes. I'm sure sometimes, I imagine sometimes you don't get the buck, but I don't know, maybe you get it all the time. I am not a hunter. So that is something that that's a skill set I am lacking in. Dirk and Tara, Red Bull gives you wings. Yes, it does. And I know you had to skedaddle for the evening. So if you still are here, have a wonderful evening, and look forward to seeing you next time. Willie says, I shared with 7,777 of my friends 11 times. Yes. That is the minimum number of times you should share out this stream, no matter if you are on X, Rumble, or YouTube. Well, I'm not quite sure how you do that on YouTube, but either way. I guess you could do it through community posts. You probably do it that way. Let's see here. This reminds me, a special thank you to Shadow Governor for sharing the stream. Yes, by the way, thank you to everyone who shared out the stream. I go through my scrolls, my notifications, to try to make sure I get everyone and then give you a shout out, a thank you for doing that. I do appreciate it, by the way, you taking the time to do that. And it does help the channel. Sharing out the channel on X does help it reach more viewers. Same thing for sharing YouTube links and so on and so forth. If you are on YouTube, and you are subscribed, and if I could, if you're kind enough to hit that notification button, that actually does help me quite a bit in the analytics, and the algo does like that. So, and I try not to be too, just try to send you notifications when there's notifications to be sent. So right now I just have the Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, CircuitsFM exclusives. On Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, same time, I send out a, there's the CircuitsFM premieres. There's that, and there's also, of course, right now, CircuitsFM Live at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube as well. And I've started sharing out, or I've started posting shorts. So I posted one yesterday, and there's going to be another one going out in the morning. So those go out at 7 o'clock in the morning. And but yeah, you should really, if you turn on notifications, you should be getting like one a day from me. You shouldn't be getting more than that, unless I hit a post. But I try to do it at times of the day where, not at like 2 o'clock in the morning or anything like that. Of course, I am in the Midwest of the United States. So if you do live on the other side of the planet, I can see how that could be kind of frustrating. So anyway, let's see here. Well, why is that? Okay, that's the same one. Let's move on here. Let's see. NW says revolving doors. I feel song coming on about that. No. I suspect there's a song coming. You and Willie are thinking about writing songs. Chats lead to songs. It's inevitable. Yes, that is true. And sleep depravity. Yes. Yeah, lots of songs could lead to, yeah, a lot of country songs, a lot of love songs, breakups. I won't mention dogs dying. I don't like to hear that. But those lead to songs. Getting your truck stolen, losing the house. I believe those are all country songs. Oh, yes, that sleep deprivation gremlin must be mentioned in the same sentence. Yes. Get another one from Willie here. Talk to text leads to legends. Yes, it does. Dirk. A little while ago. Good night, everyone. I just wanted to stop in and give a thumbs up. Well, thank you for that. And Shadow says, please visit CircuitsFM channel on YouTube and check out their amazing soundtracks. Yes, so I have an entire catalog of music over on YouTube at CircuitsFM. By the way, like I said before, there's going to be some changes coming up. That does not affect previous music. That's all going to stay there. By the way, I'm not going to stop making music. I'm going to continue to make music. I'm going to continue to make synthwave music. So let me just say it's more of the wrapping that might change a little bit. I'm certainly not changing my logo. My logo's staying. This PFP is staying there. That's not changing. But yeah, there's going to be some changes, positive changes coming up here in a little bit. Reno Man 1 says the Joe Rogan of X and the Prince of Suno. Also says he could have been UFC champion, but let Robbie Lawler have that chance. Okay, I may have to go back a little bit and read some of these comments. Let's see, last two, and then we'll jump into part 6 here. That's Ode Country. Sheesh. And Man says, don't let Willie fool you. He is also a programmer that has the secret weapon that can create world peace. Yeah, he's a self-taught programmer, by the way, from what I hear. That takes motivation. It's not just going from class to class in the university where you have to go. I have a lot of respect for people who teach themselves how to program. And of course, I posted that there in the X chat for Engineer ID as well. So there's that. Let me see here. All right. So with that, I'm going to jump into part 6 of Phrygian Synthwave. This goes just about over 13 minutes. And so enjoy the music, and I will see you in a few. This is CircuitsFM Live. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you again. That was part 6 of Phrygian Synthwave. I hope you enjoyed that. We have one more part to go for the album. By the way, I added a bonus track to the last part. So the album itself is 20 tracks. And so I went ahead and added an extra one for this evening for your listening pleasure. I just want to say thank you to CC. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Mouse clicky dollars. It's not a mouse clicky hearts, it's mouse clicky dollars. So I appreciate that, CC. I really do. If you are also interested in super chats, you can find that that button right next to the chat bubble, and it's not too far away from the clicky hearts button. By the way, I did want to just give an update on the poll over on YouTube, and the question is, do you know where the mouse clicky hearts button is? 64% of you, 11 votes, 64% of you said yes, 0% of you said no. That's good. 36% of you said Tom Cruise. What GIF? So yes is leading Tom Cruise as well. By the way, I am giving out one more CircuitsFM channel member gift in the next break. So look for that. I also did post a while back, if you're on X and you would like to join us, maybe I should spill the beans on that one. I'm going through the master chat right now. I know that was some conversation in the YouTube chat. Willie was explaining that. Yes, Restream takes in. I'm streaming through Restream right now through 3 platforms: Rumble, X, and YouTube. And by the way, 2 accounts on X at Real Circuits FM, and then of course at Engineer IDE. Anyway, Restream takes in all of those chats and combines them together, blends them together, and I see a master chat in my my studio, my Restream studio, and so that's how I can. That's how I know when everyone posts on all the stream, all the chat rooms. I can see pretty much everything, and I can go ahead and throw those up on the board as we go. So that's how I perform that magic. Restream takes care of that, and of course, you see the super chat by CC up on the board there. I do know for a fact that they are working on making that super chat look like it does over on YouTube. And the one thing I would like for YouTube to do, I don't know if they'd ever do it, is if you could actually post. Well, the chats, the super chats do go up top in the stream on YouTube, so you do sit up there for, depending on the amount you put. If you put more, it'll stay up there longer. So it is, I guess it is visible on YouTube. But boy, it'd be nice if X did something like that for their live streams. One of these days. One of these days. So I see we have a lot going on in the chat. Willie is holding his Palpatine level let's see, channel mod powers. So there are some people who are, you know, I would say they are wanting to see if Willie truly has those powers. But well, if you'd like to see what's going on, head over there to YouTube and check out that chat. I'm going to jump into part 7 of Phrygian Synthwave. And this one is about 14 minutes. And then we'll come back for the final break. I will do the third raffle. I will do the third raffle of the evening for the gift membership for Circuits FM, and then I will take you out with a final piece. And this is a piece that's different from the album. So enjoy the last part of Phrygian Synthwave with a bonus track. See you in 14 minutes. This is Circuits FM live. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Phrygian Synthwave, plus a bonus track. I hope you enjoyed that last track there that I added in for this evening. Let's see, real quick. I did post over in the at Engineer IDE chat. I did post the link for the after space. Probably should have called it an after space. I called it a post. Post should be after. Anyway, maybe I'll change that here in a few. So that's coming up. I originally scheduled that for 10:45. I rescheduled it now for 11, or whenever we get done with this. I'll head over there and we shall do that. Let's see here. Looks like there was some power abuse going on, maybe over in the YouTube chat, or maybe there was just some testing going on. There was some nice testing going on. I don't speak in chats where I get threatened to get booted. That's right. I believe those were just weekly tests that Willie was conducting. They were weekly tests. Willie says, I got worried for a minute and made a lot of notes, and I was like, what I do. Yeah, it's kind of obvious when you do something. I'm just learning the system myself for YouTube chats and how that works. So there is that. Oh, by the way, Willie also says, we'll look into this, Doc. I will not rest till I find the answers we seek. Well, I appreciate that, brother. All right. So I'm going to do this now. I should have a drum roll. I do have, let's see, I forgot to do it for Willie, but I will give, let's see, what does this say? Okay, so we'll give Willie his applause. I don't know if you can hear that or not. For his membership, because he won last time. Willie won a 1 month gift membership, channel membership for CircuitsFM. And I'm going to do that right now. So drum roll, please. This will be the final one for the night. Again, this is a channel membership that's good for 1 month. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. So we will be finding out who that is momentarily. Who that person is. The Jeffro 42069. Congratulations, Jeffro. Good. Congratulations, man. Cool. You won again, Willie. Yes, you did. You won again. So that's the final one for tonight. And I will go back to my master chat as well. So let me do that. The Jeffro. Yeah, the Jeffro won. Jeffro's a sub. Yeah, by the way, you can only win if you're a sub. You have to subscribe to the channel in order to do that. And there has to be, you have to turn on a notification as well. If you have any questions about that, always feel free to reach out to me and I'll show you how to do that. If you don't have that turned on, because you do have to have a certain notification. It's not a channel notification. It's something different. You basically, it comes default toggled off. And so then you have to know in order how to turn that on. And that's how you get the, that's how you qualify. So you have to be, in order to qualify for, because it's random. It's a random raffle, basically. It's randomized. So you have to be in the room watching in the stream. And then, it's not bells. It's basically, if you go to the join button right below the screen there, or right below the title of the stream, and you click on that, that's how you get in. If you go up to the top right corner of that modal or that pop-up, and I think you hit the ellipses, and that's how you get in. That's how you get in, and you turn that on. And then you're a subscriber, and then you're in the stream, and then that's how you get into the raffle. And then from there, it's all random at that point. So I don't have any control over it. So congratulations again, Jeffro. Oh, by the way, Jeffro, Monday, CircuitsFM exclusives. So there will be a channel member chat for that. CC says the bonus track was high energy. I loved it. Can't wait for my next road trip to play it while driving 100 miles an hour. Yes. 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 Well, hopefully not 100 miles an hour. Yeah, glad you enjoyed that. Like I said, there's more music like this coming up in the next few weeks as well. So there's going to be a lot more focus on this. Let's see here. CC says, I love the graphics for this album. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. CC also says Party had clicky buttons. And let's see here. Here he is laughing. So, all right. What happened to CC's message? It was retracted. All right. I don't know what's going on over there in the YouTube chat. So I had a poll up, 8 votes. Do you know where the mouse clicky dollars button is? 50% of you said yes. None of you said no. And 50% of you said, what are dollars? That's fair. So 50-50 right now between yes and what are dollars. Cool. Again, thank you again for a wonderful evening. It was a lot of fun. This final track, or let's see, set of songs. There's 3. These will be on a future album. So the artwork itself that you see is not actually indicative of what the final product will be. A lot of times what I do is I just test stuff to see, if I like it, if it makes sense and things like that as I'm creating and producing these albums. And so for me, the visuals have to match the music. And of course, when the person comes to the channel, they have to, see the visual and the title, and then, does the music make sense as well? So that's what I'm always shooting for. It's about 17, just over 17 minutes. And this is also dark synthwave as well. I really do hope you enjoy it. I like these tracks. Of course, I like all my music, but these tracks were a lot of fun to create. Let's see, a couple more things, just house cleaning items, some stuff I said at the beginning of the show. No CircuitsFM live next week for the Thanksgiving holiday. I will be out of town, so I won't be able to do it Wednesday through Sunday. I'm also moving CircuitsFM premieres to Tuesday night next week, and I'm also moving CircuitsFM exclusive is going to be on Monday. It's always on Monday. And then the following week we'll start back up, and of course the week of Christmas, it's probably going to be the same schedule, where we have CircuitsFM exclusives on Monday, CircuitsFM premiere on Tuesday, and then no CircuitsFM live that week, just because I'm traveling. I'll be out of town, and so I won't be able to do it. In addition, I have been started to post shorts, so if you get a chance to check those out, I think you'll like those. They are from my most recent album. So you get to see cool pictures of Jupiter from the planet, from the moon Europa. That was a fun album to create. And by the way, that's my first coffee shop synthwave album. There are more coming. That's a series of 7 albums. So those will be coming out over the next few months as well. So look for those. It's been a wonderful Circuits FM live. Again, I appreciate everyone being here with me tonight. I definitely look forward to the next one. And like I said, there's going to be some changes coming up. So I don't think I'm going to do them before the new year. I think that's probably going to start after the new year. So maybe that first Friday of the new year, that will be the first one. We do things a little bit different, but I think you're going to enjoy it. With that said, let me see if I can grab a few more of these chats. Let's see here. Willie says the gremlin does the drawings. Reno Manuel says Gizmo caca. I know what caca means, actually. Will report her to the proper authorities. Willie says, shoot for the moon. If you miss, hit the stars. All gravy, baby. And NW says, great show, Doc. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to replace the pin post with CC's previous. Okay, 50-50. Do you know where the mouse clicky dollars button is? Okay, well, it's still at 50-50. All right, I'm going to close that one out here in a second. Anyway, thank you again for a great show. Again, this one's about 17 minutes. If you're over on YouTube watching, I hope you have, and you're not planning on coming over to X, well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and get plenty of sleep. And hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Early Thanksgiving. We're there. Feast, eat food, relax, have fun. Let's see here. Doc is tired. Doc is kind of tired. Yeah, but we're still going to do this afterwards. And that's all I got. See you in the next episode.